Everyone has their own opinion on Hallmark Channel's original movies. Some love the romantic, heartwarming storylines, while others roll their eyes at the cheesy, predictable plots. Whatever your opinion may be, several of the movies focus on love, family, and friendship. So today, we're going to look at 10 of the best Hallmark storylines. At number 10, we have The Watsons Go to Birmingham. In the summer of 1963, Flint, Michigan is home to the Watsons, a close-knit family made up of Daniel and Wilana and their 3 kids. There's 15-year-old juvenile delinquent Byron, nerdy 11-year-old Kenny, and 8-year-old adorable sister Joetta. When Byron's antics go over the top, his parents realize enough is enough, and they decide the family needs a dose of Grandma Sand's no-nonsense approach in Birmingham, Alabama. So the Watsons load up and head south. When they finally make it to Birmingham, they meet Grandma Sands and her friend Mr. Robert, who shows them around town, and the Watsons discover that life is very different there than in Flint, Michigan.
Please.
We don't serve your kind here. You're gonna have to go around back to get something to eat.
I want a hot dog right here, right now. What's the problem?
Boy, you better get up off your seat. We done told you nice. Now get out.
During that historic summer, the Watsons find themselves caught up in something far bigger than Byron's antics, something that will change their lives and country forever. Based on the 1995 novel of the same name by Christopher Paul Curtis, the trip changes the Watson family for the rest of their lives. The film is drastically different than other Hallmark Channel movies, and perhaps that's why it's so memorable. At number 9, we have A Royal Christmas. A young woman who works as a devoted seamstress at her father's tailoring business finds out her doting European boyfriend is actually a prince.
I'm Prince Leopold of Cordinia.
What?
She then travels to his home over Christmas to find a less than enthused mother, Queen Isadora, who makes her feel more at home with the servants than the royal family itself.
And so nice to meet an acquaintance of Leopold's.
Emily is more than an acquaintance. She's my girlfriend.
Find out if she can win over the Queen's heart in A Royal Christmas. The film is a charming, fun romance that is exactly what Hallmark Channel is known for. Next up at number 8, we have Christmas Under Wraps. Dr. Lauren Brunel has her whole life planned out. As a third-year surgery resident, she is counting on being accepted into a prestigious hospital fellowship to follow in the footsteps of her supportive father. But when those plans quickly fall apart and Lauren is put on the wait list, she must take the only other opening available, a head doctor position in the small remote town of Garland, Alaska. Convincing herself it is only temporary, Lauren moves to Garland, where she is immediately charmed by Andy, a handsome local who soon starts to show her the importance of living in the moment and enjoying her unexpected adventure. As Lauren excels as Garland's trusted doctor, she warms up to the friendly town, but Andy's father, Frank, is hiding something from her in his top-secret shipping warehouse. Just as Lauren decides to get to the bottom of her suspicions, she receives news that will force her to make a life-changing decision, while knowing for certain that her Christmas season will never be the same. Christmas Under Wraps is a heartwarming story about someone learning that there is more to life than just work and seeing what life is truly all about. At number 7, we have A Country Wedding. A famous country singer is set to marry a glamorous Hollywood actress until he returns to his small-town roots. When he crosses paths with his childhood sweetheart and finally feels inspired to write songs again, he reevaluates his life, his values, and his opinion of true love. As his wedding day approaches, he must decide if he has chosen the right woman to be his wife. The movie includes plenty of love, country music, and heartwarming scenes that will make you want to also have a country romance for yourself.
This magical relationship, it only happens once in a lifetime.
I don't think you should settle for less.
Coming in at number 6 on our list is All of My Heart. A young caterer Jenny's life suddenly changes course when she inherits a country home. Jenny learns that she must share it with a career-obsessed Wall Street trader Brian. Upon seeing the old home, she is inspired to renovate it and start a bed and breakfast. But all he can think about is selling the place for a profit. Due to some unforeseen events, Brian gets fired from his job and ends up on the doorstep of the house with no place else to go. So Jenny and Brian decide to split the house and share it, not knowing it will bring them closer together as they prepare the bed and breakfast for inspection. At first, these opposites do not attract, but feelings begin to change when they find themselves having to work side by side to restore their newly acquired home. Most Hallmark Channel movies focus on a couple who despise each other in the beginning, and this movie is no different. However, All of My Heart was so popular that 2 sequels were created to further the story along. Now before we get into the top 5 of our list, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and click the bell icon to enable notifications so you never miss out on one of our videos. And think about joining us as one of our preferred members, which comes with exclusive perks and input on our next video topics. You can find the link to join in the description below. At number 5, we have The Color of Rain. After cancer claims Matt Kell's life on Christmas Day 2005, his widow Gina and 2 young boys are left to cope with the pain of his loss while their close church community gathers around them for support. Wanting to be closer to her kids, Gina starts to volunteer at their elementary school and meets the Spen children, Jack, Danny, and Charlotte. In a gut-wrenching coincidence, just weeks after Matt's death, the Spen's mom Kathy also suddenly succumbs to cancer, leaving her distraught husband Michael to care for their 3 kids on his own. Sensing the hopelessness in Michael, Gina reaches out to him and his kids, and the 2 families begin to forge an unlikely friendship and close bond. Over the years that follow, their lives become intertwined as they learn to lean on each other during the at times insurmountable obstacles, tears, and adversity, and begin to heal with laughter, compassion, and faith. As Gina and Michael realize their newfound friendship is so much more, they struggle against some surprising resistance from their families and community to unite their 2 grieving families as one, and eventually learn to open their hearts to love again. The Color of Rain is your tragic romance film filled with love and loss that will definitely tug on your heartstrings. At number 4, we have Finding a Family. Finding a Family is based on the true story of Alex Chevescu, a ward of the state of Michigan. Alex has a passion for learning, instilled by his loving single mother, who has a doctorate degree and speaks 6 languages. When Alex was 10, his mom had a life-altering car crash that left her struggling with bouts of anger and depression. So much so that a family court judge deemed her unfit to parent Alex further. The one constant in Alex's life is school. When Alex's transportation funding ends, he discovers he's about to be assigned to a foster family outside the school district that can provide stability and a curriculum that can get him into an Ivy League university. Alex is left with only one option. In order to avoid being assigned outside the high school he loves, he must find a new mom and dad. This heartwarming, inspirational film redefines the true meaning of what it is to be a family. At number 3 on our list, we have Right Before Christmas. Right Before Christmas revolves around the recently single Jessica. Jessica sends Christmas cards to 5 people who have influenced her life. The aunt who raised her, her younger brother in the military, a pop star Jax who provided the soundtrack to her life, the music teacher who inspired her, and her best friend who always tells her the truth. As each person receives Jessica's card, they are sparked to act in their own lives to make them better. This movie is another classic love story with a bit of nostalgia, having thrown in actually writing Christmas cards to show someone how much they actually can mean to you.
Shouldn't we be on a sleigh somewhere?
No, I'm happy right here.
At number 2, we have Holiday for Heroes. Brantford native Audrey has been writing letters to First Sergeant Matt ever since he sent her a thank you note for the roasted coffee she put in a care package to her brother Devin. But Matt's last letter telling Audrey he'll be stationed in Brantford for a month gets lost. So when he shows up at the coffee shop she owns with her friend Jade, Audrey is taken aback. She's also delighted to see Matt. Matt is very handsome and he is just as enthralled with his beautiful pen pal, who instantly invites him to all the town's Christmas celebrations, especially the Holiday for Heroes party, honoring the service people. The film was praised for its heartwarming original plot that had viewers wondering if the couple would actually end up together, a true rarity in a Hallmark film.
There's something with Audrey. Something I've never felt before. It feels like I need to stay here. See if something happens with us.
And finally, at number 1 on our list as the best storyline from Hallmark, we have The Lost Valentine. Lucas's grandmother Caroline returns every Valentine's Day to the station where at their first wedding anniversary, she waved off naval pilot Neil in 1944, who is officially still missing in action. He tells the story to a station manager who assigns the item to Susan Allison. Susan immediately clashes with Lucas when he overhears her referring to the potential story as a fluff piece, rather than the very personal story it is. Since she herself doubts if pure and true love exists, she apologizes. Susan then begins the interview piece and starts spending time with both Caroline and Lucas. Her developing friendship with Lucas makes her have doubts about her own relationship with her almost fiancé Andrew, who is frequently absent due to work. The movie is one of Hallmark Channel's best original movies and has a place in the Hallmark Hall of Fame for its telling of how true love is never lost, no matter what. And that's our list of the top 10 storylines in Hallmark movies. Let us know your favorite Hallmark storylines down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And also, think about becoming a member of our channel. That membership gives you a loyalty badge for your profile and allows input on our future video topics. The link to join is in the description below. We hope you enjoyed this list, and as always, thanks for watching.